70 tons of pure American firepower, and you're about to see every bolt that builds it. 9,000 parts, 1 million hours, 0 compromises. Welcome to Army Tank Plant, where America's armored fist is forged.
Today, I'll take you on an exclusive journey showing exactly how the M1A2 SEPv3 Abrams are made.
Armor steel arrives under armed guard. Its exact composition is classified top secret. Each armor plate weighs up to 15 tons, requiring precision crane work to move safely. Thickness variations of even 0.1 millimeters could compromise battlefield protection. This steel must stop tungsten penetrators traveling at 5,000 feet per second. The secret alloy formula gives Abrams armor its legendary stopping power. Even microscopic cracks could propagate into catastrophic armor failure under enemy fire. Every plate is tracked from arrival to battlefield. Complete traceability for 40-plus years of service. Only perfect steel advances. Rejected plates are returned and melted without question. Every cut is computer controlled, and there's no room for human error in armor fabrication.
Plasma reaches 40,000 degrees Fahrenheit iron tries, cutting armor steel like butter.
6-inch armor requires oxy-fuel cutting. Plasma alone can't penetrate the thickest protection zones.
Water jet cutting leaves 0 heat distortion Duralay, critical for precision fit components. From one plate emerges dozens of components, each destined for specific hull locations. Proper bevel angles ensure full penetration welds, the foundation of armor integrity. 3,000 tons of force bend armor steel like sheet metal. Every component knows exactly where it belongs in the 70-ton puzzle. The hull fixture maintains tolerances tighter than most commercial vehicles require.
Submerged arc welding penetrates the full armor thickness, creating joints as strong as the base metal.
Some welds require human skill. Our welders train for years before touching armor steel. Temperature control prevents hydrogen cracking that could compromise armor integrity.
Rotating 30 tons keeps every weld in optimal position. Gravity becomes our ally. Every critical weld is X-rayed. Internal defects cannot hide from radiographic inspection. Ultrasonic testing maps weld interiors in real-time parable, finding flaws X-rays might miss. The hull emerges as one unified armor fortress at need, ready for its turret.
6-inch armor requires oxy-fuel cutting. Plasma alone can't penetrate the thickest protection zones.
Water jet cutting leaves 0 heat distortion Duralay, critical for precision fit components. From one plate emerges dozens of components, each destined for specific hull locations. Proper bevel angles ensure full penetration welds, the foundation of armor integrity. 3,000 tons of force bend armor steel like sheet metal. Every component knows exactly where it belongs in the 70-ton puzzle. The hull fixture maintains tolerances tighter than most commercial vehicles require.
Submerged arc welding penetrates the full armor thickness, creating joints as strong as the base metal.
Some welds require human skill. Our welders train for years before touching armor steel. Temperature control prevents hydrogen cracking that could compromise armor integrity.
Rotating 30 tons keeps every weld in optimal position. Gravity becomes our ally. Every critical weld is X-rayed. Internal defects cannot hide from radiographic inspection. Ultrasonic testing maps weld interiors in real-time peribble. Finding flaws X-rays might miss.
The turret mold is as complex as the casting it produces to bandits. Precision geometry throughout. Electric arcs turn solid armor steel into liquid fury at 5,000 degrees. 20 tons of liquid steel fills the mold, becoming impenetrable armor in hours. 2 days of controlled cooling prevents stress cracks in the massive casting. Heat treatment transforms good steel into legendary armor.
Machining removes 2 tons of excess material, revealing the turret's fighting form.
The turret ring is flat within 0.0001 inches across its 8-foot diameter.
Inside the turret, every bracket will hold life-saving equipment in combat.
These armor modules are so secret, most workers never see inside them.
Cavities are machined to accept armor modules with interference fits. What goes inside these cavities gives Abrams its legendary survivability.
Depleted uranium is 2.5 times denser than steel. Incredible mass in minimal space.
Reactive armor fights back, exploding outward to defeat incoming warheads.
Mounting systems allow damaged armor tiles to be replaced in the field.
Slat armor crushes RPG fuses before they can detonate properly.
Every armor element is verified. The crew's lives depend on our inspection.
This steel will contain 16,000 psi of chamber pressure, over 200 times atmospheric.
16 hours continuous drilling creates the 17-foot bore that will guide shells to targets miles away.
The bore surface is polished smoother than a mirror, reducing friction on every shell fired.
80,000 psi stretches the bore deal, creating permanent stress that triples barrel life. Chrome plating creates a surface harder than the armor-piercing rounds it will fire. The breech block seals against 16,000 psi, then opens in a fraction of a second.
£3,000 pounds of precision firepower finds its home in the turret.
2,500 horsepower and 2,500 pounds, the most powerful tank engine ever mass-produced.
Every turbine blade is inspected, and one failure at 40,000 RPM would be catastrophic.
This transmission steers, brakes, and accelerates a 70-ton tank with a single control.
Engine meets transmission B3, the power pack that moves 70 tons at 45 miles per hour.
Full power sequence initiated.
Full power testing proves every power pack before it ever touches a tank.
The power pack bay is engineered for 30-minute field engine replacement.
6,000 pounds of power slides into the hull with millimeter precision. The engine breathes for the first time in its new home. Each torsion bar is a giant spring, twisting to absorb impacts that would destroy lesser vehicles. Each hub carries 10 tons while spinning fast enough to reach 45 miles per hour. Vulcanized rubber bonds permanently to aluminum plywood. No air pressure to leak. No flats possible.
14 torsion bars thread through the hull, the spine of the suspension system. Road arms multiply torsion bar twist into 15 inches of wheel travel. Each tank needs 160 track shoes, every one forged to carry its share of 70 tons. 8 pins connect 160 shoes into a continuous loop carrying 70 tons. Every suspension station is cycled through full travel, simulating a lifetime of battlefield abuse.
This computer calculates firing solutions faster than the human eye can blink.
The laser measures distance to 1 meter at 5 miles per hour in a fraction of a second. Thermal sights see body heat through complete darkness. Hiding from Abrams is nearly impossible. Stabilization holds the gun on target while the tank crashes through obstacles at 40 miles per hour.
The computer programs each round milliseconds before firing frillets, telling it exactly when and where to detonate.
The sight must align with the gun bore to arc-second precision. One error means missed shots at 2 miles.
The commander sees in every direction independently, hunting targets while the gunner kills.
Simulated combat proves the fire control system before live ammunition is ever loaded.
These electronics must survive shocks that would destroy any commercial computer.
The radio hops frequencies 100 times per second, making enemy jamming nearly impossible.
Blue Force Tracker shows every friendly vehicle, preventing deadly confusion in combat.
Clear crew communication is the difference between coordinated action and fatal confusion.
The data bus is the tank's digital nervous system, connecting every electronic component. Antenna placement balances reception quality against radar signature. Stealth matters even here.
Power distribution is fault tolerant. Damage to one circuit can't black out the tank.
Every electron flows together. The tank's digital brain fully awakens.
These frames are the crew's last line of defense when armor fails.
The driver lies nearly horizontal terrain, reducing target profile while controlling 70 tons.
From this seat, the gunner delivers death to targets 2 miles away.
The commander sees all, controls all Newman, the tactical brain of the fighting vehicle.
The loader feeds the beast, ramming 50-pound rounds in under 4 seconds.
These seats stroke 12 inches, absorbing mind blast energy that would shatter spines.
The suppression system reacts in 200 milliseconds, faster than human perception.
4 soldiers will trust their lives to this compartment. Blade, perfection is the only standard.
Mannequin clearance confirmed.
All systems green. Verified.
This pump moves the 12-ton turret fast enough to track jet aircraft. The Traverse motor spins 12 tons in 9 seconds, with aiming accuracy of 1 mil.
Hydraulic precision moves the 3,000-pound gun with fingertip control force.
Hydraulic fluid is filtered to remove particles smaller than a human blood cell. The generator produces enough power to supply 50 American homes.
These batteries can start the turbine at minus 40 degrees, or the power systems if the generator dies. 5 miles of wire carry power and signals to every corner of the tank.
Every system runs at full power together. improving the tank's heart and nervous system.
This system keeps the crew breathing clean air while nerve gas swirls outside. Every gap and seam is sealed. Chemical agents cannot find entry paths. The NBC system maintains positive pressure. Yurdi, outside air can never blow in.
Radiation detectors warn the crew before contamination becomes lethal.
Chemical detectors identify agent types, telling crews exactly what threat they face.
Pressure testing proves the seal. The crew compartment becomes a survival bubble.
Crews trained to fight in masks. Well, the NBC system keeps them alive to do it.
Turret meets hull. Honin. The tank is born in this moment.
100 bolts join turret to hull, each torqued to 400 foot-pounds.
The slip ring carries power and data, while the turret spins endlessly.
External equipment turns a tank into a self-sufficient fighting system. Secondary weapons give the tank firepower without wasting main gun rounds.
40 rounds of 120mm ammunition, each capable of destroying any enemy tank.
500 gallons of fuel joins hundreds of gallons of lubricants and coolants. Final weight, 73.6 tons, every pound exactly where engineers intended.
Thousands of inspections documented, proving quality from first cut to final assembly.
The turbine breathes life into 73 tons of American armor.
12 tons of turret spins with the precision of a fine watch.
70 tons accelerates like a sports car, reaching 45 miles per hour in seconds.
The tank climbs grades that would stall a truck and cross trenches that would swallow cars. Thunder speaks further, and targets 2 miles away cease to exist.
Army inspectors accept the tank. It now belongs to the American soldier.
Surface preparation determines whether paint lasts 20 years or peels in 20 days. CARC paint defeats chemical agents. Contamination beads up and washes away. 2 days of curing creates armor-like paint that withstands combat conditions. Tactical markings tell friend from foe, critical when split seconds determine survival. Documentation follows the tank for 40 years in Turnet, recording every maintenance action and modification.
Crew equipment loads complete in Yuchim. The tank is ready for its soldiers.
The journey ends where combat begins, of toilets, heading to the soldiers who need it.
Another American masterpiece rolls toward the battlefield Beatty, and the factory never stops.
And that's how the M1A2 SEPv3 Abrams, the world's most powerful main battle tank, is made from raw armor steel to battlefield-ready beast.